Well, it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. And I got some sort of alarm going off on my phone. We're just gonna put it over here. And the old Phoenix, you know, we got her running with the brand new fuel pump stuff in it, which is awesome. And this morning, she kind of hit me for a loop by having a random fuel leak. Yep, true story. So I bent this line. Look at this. Look how perfect. I mean, that's a daggone twin. Look at him. Just look at it. But I realized I can't even use this line. Oh, why is that? Because of that. That's a special little end right there. Got a little rubber O-ring there at the end and special flare and, you know, all the kind of stuff that makes you feel more gooder about doing stuff like this. I might actually be able to use that because I did buy a big old flare kit somewhere. But you know what? That ain't even the project today. Nope. Sure isn't. I come down here to grab my shorter than you 500 because, you know, it just seems like, okay, make that noise. Since, you know, this one has a fuel leak and that kind of seems dangerous with being around exhaust and all. I think I Googled that. Anyway, we had another leak happen. And we're going to hope this one goes gooder. Because, like much other things, never done this before. Be gentle. It has been leaking ever since I got it, and I just kind of, you know, it never really made a spot until the other day, and then, you know, she did that, and I forgot my wrench, so that's gooder. It's gonna be one of those days, I think, kids, but I'm gonna take a line wrench, and it appears, I know you can't see it that well, it appears this nice crusty animal right here, the power steering hose, right, you know, right there-ish, is, well, she gone. She ain't no good no more. And we need to remedy that situation, because I kind of like steering. It seems important whenever you're driving. And how bad is it? It's not really that bad. I just don't want it to go kapooey. And to tell you the truth, I cleaned up all underneath this truck whenever I did the oil pan. So, you know, I know nobody's going to see it but me, but I'm just saying. Man, that looks like a burger. Should I just, like, close this hood and go back? I mean, I already got one leak to fix today. Should I just fix it? Or, no. I'm gonna fix the big red machine. So I'm gonna go grab a wrench and a prayer, and hopefully we can get this bad boy off of there without taking off the pump. I don't know. I don't even know if I have room. This thing looks mildly intimidating. I ain't even gonna lie. Yep. Even more intimidating because there's no holes in the power steering pump pulley to get to those bolts. Man, why? We might close the hood on this and just say, for another day. I don't even know what's going on. Why all the leaks all of a sudden? But I'll let you know if I can get to it, and we'll come back as soon as I get my wrench that I laid down somewhere. And it's a line wrench. You want to use the right tools for the right job and such. So wish me luck. I'll be right back. Well, I got a few tips for you guys. One, why wear gloves whenever, you know, they can keep your hands clean? I'd say show me you've done some work. Anyway, I did get the hose off, which, well, I got this part right here that's not gooder. off of there, and then it just goes up to the master cylinder. This is a Hydro Boost system. I know like next to nothing about Hydro Boost, except whenever they go out, the good thing is you won't have steering or brakes, so that wouldn't be scary at all. So we're just going to hope that that thing just keeps on doing what it does. You know what I mean? Hopefully there's a warning that, hey, your Hydro Boost is going out. But anyway, the real tip to this is get this sucker from the bottom. And a stubby wrench, a 5/8 to be exact, can be your friend. I have used this particular stubby wrench once today. Yep, I've had it for like 20 years. I don't really use stubby wrenches because generally, you know, you can put a wobble socket on and go to town, right? Yeah, pretty much. It might be better if you drop the plate underneath, like this guy. It might be a lot easier. I didn't because I like getting dirty. So I just like crammed my arm way back into there, and you can see the hose where it was, or you could whenever it was on there. And you can actually get a line wrench on. But let's be honest, you don't want to unscrew it the whole way with a line wrench. That might take you a day or 12. So one of them's makes it really gooder. And then of course up top there's an 18 millimeter. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned, this is a 5/8 or a 16 millimeter line wrench will do. And then I've already broke this one loose up here, so just unthread this here guy. And since you bought both hoses because you wasn't sure if it ran from the pump to gear or whatever to whatever, you just go comparing. Now you, what? Quit. What the you doing? But you know, the good thing is where this thing's been leaking, it's just been preserving everything down there. So that's a plus. You know, that'll definitely keep rust away. And that's not even a joke. So that's what she looks like. And I'm betting she failed right in there. Maybe there. But I also put a catch pan under it just because, and then that did me a lot of good because I just tracked it everywhere. Oops. The rain's coming up eventually. I mean, it is Ohio, so it'll rain at least 12 times this week, I'm sure. It's like Florida, but the weather, highly unpredictable. It's like 50 something ish. And then tomorrow will be 30. The day after will be 75. So it's good. But anyway, we're gonna go see, hopefully, one of these hoses that they give me was right. And we're just gonna install him, all right? Give me a few minutes. Well, we ended up getting the right hose. I mean, I pretty much chopped the head off the snake by saying just give me both of them. But I wanted to show you guys something. Not that. Alright. It comes with a little packet. In this packet are 2 small O-ring seals. So, you need them. You need them very, very much. You don't put any grease on them, you just put them on dry. And you'll see them right against that bevel right there. Set them flush. There you go. Now, I'm gonna install this the opposite way that I disconnected it. And what I mean is, I'm installing this bottom part first, then the top. And the reason why is, the top's easy to get to. That bottom burger, yep. So it goes something like this-ish, and you might have to bend this around and do some sort of magic with it. And if you want, double check your wrenches. Sometimes, and that's the right one, cool. Sometimes they like to change the ends on them just a little bit. You know, maybe this was a 5/8, now it's a 9/16, and maybe this was an 18, now it's a 17 or 19. mitts on meatures, the old M&Ms. So I'm gonna fish this down through there, thread this back into the pump first, and then throw this up in there, up in that thingy right there, the old hydro boost. And I don't think there's any rhyme or reason on how to feed these things down through, just to make sure this gets in that hole back there, you know. So wish me luck. I may need it, and I'm also gonna, you know, thread this in from the bottom without removing that kick plate, because, you know, that could only save me time. We got plenty of time, hopefully. What time is it? 1:15 by the sun. All right, so be right back and I'll let you know what a doozy this was to install. She's gonna go right down there, ski. All right, thank you. Just hold on 1 minute. Well, okay, I can't fib to you fellas and gals. I did kind of thread on the upper one before I got this one. And the reason why is this hose had a memory where it was bound up and tied together end for end in that bag for God knows how long, right? So it was kind of making it hard for me to, you know. Sorry, I'm checking my power steering fluid before I start this. I suggest you guys do it too, because you're gonna have to start and it's gonna refill that pressure line, okay? And as far as I know, I think you just get the air out by turning it back and forth, and it just works its way out through the reservoir. So that's what we're going to do. Absolutely, positively, without doubt, remove that daggone kick guard, or the guard, you know. Now, as much as I don't want to, but you have to. All right, that's even more gooder. No leaks is a good thing, you know. Now, there may be some whining, and it's not coming from me, it's the truck. Let's just see. Wow, remarkable. No whining at all. Not even no crying. You kidding me? That's why I love this truck, dude. But where it did refill that hose, you are going to have to refill what it used to fill up the hose, because I guarantee you didn't do it for free. So it probably didn't take a whole heck of a lot. And there is air bubbles in there. Don't be alarmed about air bubbles, guys. This thing, by the way, you probably can't see it, but especially if it has fluid all over it, you can't read it. But I promise you, there's a that says full cold, and clear up at the very top, full hot. So you can check it both ways. It's cold right now, so we're going to clean this off, put some more fluid in it, drive it around, and do I not have anything in here? What the crap? I forgot I moved everything to the big old home of right turn garage, and I mean everything. I even got a paper towel in here. What's going on? But anyway, guys, remove that daggone cover underneath, and wear your gloves that you bought. I don't know why I do that. Yeah, I do. Because I like to say, honey, that thing was a bear. Whenever really it took me like 15 minutes. But then I can come in, smear this crap all over my face and say, phew, I don't know what I got myself into. I just don't know. But really, I love it. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, that right there is going to wrap this one up. This is for the pressure hose, by the way. You'll know it's the pressure hose because the return hose, aka low pressure hose, she got a clamp on her, and hopefully you guys could see that. Like, it's got a regular pinch clamp. That doesn't really hold a whole lot of pressure, you know what I mean? But the pressure hose, yeah, it's got pressure. So this actually wasn't too bad to do. And I want to tell you guys one more thing. This is purposely weaved through these other lines by the factory, and I weaved them the exact same way. And it has a little, hey, don't rub a hole in my line kind of rubber thing right here, right? So it's got that to protect the line, so you don't have to worry about it. It's gooder. And you're going to want to interweave it, because if not, it's going to hit your steering gear shaft, and then you're going to wear a hole in your line, because whenever you turn your steering wheel, every time you do that, it's going to wear on that plastic, eventually wear a hole in it, and then wear a hole in your hose. Then you're at stage 1 again. Yeah, and you don't want to do that. On these Hydro Boost systems and older well, on the older cars, I used to put power steering fluid, automatic transmission fluid in the reservoir for power steering. I'm not sure if it's all the same anymore or not. If not, they kind of make you think it isn't. I don't know. If this was the IROC leaking, which we might have a hose to replace on that one too, I'm going to use whatever I got in the garage. If I don't have power steering fluid, I am absolutely going to use, you know, automatic transmission fluid, because I have it. And from my understanding, it's a hydraulic. That's a hydraulic. You know, you get what I'm saying? Double check with your, it's going to tell you use power steering fluid, no matter what you have. If that's what you're comfortable with, by all means do it. Believe me, I'm not telling you go fill it up with, you know, transmission fluid. I'm just telling you simply, for the older cars, it can be done. I don't really know if it helps or hurts anything. I don't know if it's the same, but kind of is what it is. Other than that, this actually went exceptionally well. And they had these hoses in stock, so guess what? It's a common problem. And it actually wasn't bad to do, especially if you probably dropped that cover that I didn't. You don't have to squeeze your arm back up in there. And for tightening that back, you know, nut there to the power steering pump, hello, you can use these regular wrenches as well, you know, to give you a little more leverage. That way so you get it good and tight, because that stubby wrench, unless your name is Hercules, you probably ain't going to get it just tight enough. But that wraps this video up. Short, sweet, and to the point. And you know, this wasn't really an unexpected. It was an unexpected this soon, because it kind of just all of a sudden, you know, started hosing out of the hose. Yep, that's what happened. So again, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate everything. And this is your outside edition of Right Turn Garage TV. Thanks for watching, guys. If you don't mind, with the birds chirping, I don't know, there's no birds chirping. But anyway, chirp on down there and hit that subscribe button, like button, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. And it's only going to get better. I mean, look at this weather. It's going to get better. So thanks for watching. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you next time on Right Turn Garage TV.